Paving the Way podcast. Welcome to 5 Minute Mondays with your host, Medusa. Come listen to some fascinating stories, affirmations, wisdom, and even a few interviews of people that have paved the way and are paving the way in their journey of success. Listen to their timeline of adversities from traumas to triumph, and also listen to some guidance of life and even a few workshops of living your best life, digging deep and understanding the science of happiness, learning how to bounce back, the art of being present, 7 reasons to be mindful, the power of gratitude, and so much more. Paving the Way podcast with your host, Medusa.
Hey everybody, welcome to 5 Minute Mondays, Paving the Way with your host, Medusa, M-A-D-U-S-A, made in the USA, baby. Thank you for tuning in every week. How is everybody? I hope you're doing great. Here in Florida, the weather's amazing. It was actually cold. It got down to 30 degrees because I live northern Florida, so that's very cold for me. But then it boom, warms up. So it's really nice. We get a little bit of that nice cold, get to pull on some flannels, and of course I wear hoodies all the time, even in 90-degree weather. But yeah, I love that little crisp coldness. I feel like it cleans a lot on our earth, kills certain things, and yeah, just get rid of the ickiness. Anyway, circling back here, I was getting a lot of bling blings, ding ding dings, questions like your podcast on 2 things. Last week, something went wrong with the damn volume, and I apologize. So everybody wants me to do that one over, but I will circle back on that because I got a series of these all in a row, 6, 7, 8 of them that I'm doing on the same subject of aging, right? So when I'm done, I'll circle back on lesson 5 and kind of episode 5, and I will just do that one over and I don't know how. I'm not that really computer inclined. I suppose I could ask for help. How do I turn that up? I don't know. It's just recorded really low. It sucked. I went back after I got all the dinging. It's been up all week, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? What am I looking at? Because I don't really look at the questions until that Friday, and then I start recording on Sunday, and then I answer, and then I see all the questions and bring them up, and I was like, oh crap, it's been up. Usually I go back and listen to it to make sure it's okay, and sometimes I don't. I just gathered this one was fine. I apologize for last week. I will do that one over again at the end of all of this aging information and podcasting that I want to do on all these episodes, okay? Hopefully this one's working, and I will check this one when I'm done. All right, sounds good. Also, I already did this one. This is lesson 6 here on this episode of Paving the Way podcast. And this was sitting. Now, I don't know if this is human error or what's going on, but I'm really going to have to start paying attention because this is the second time that I recorded this, and it sat there, and I had it scheduled to go out, and it didn't go out. So again, I will watch this one to make sure, because this was supposed to drop on Monday, and it never did. And then I went to drop it, and it deleted it, just like it did the last time that this happened. So I don't know if it's human error, which I'll take full responsibility, or I just need to learn more and do better. It's probably both, or maybe it's just me. Whatever. Anyway, welcome to this week. This week is huge because I don't know about you, but we all been sitting a little sedentary a little bit lately, haven't we, for 2 years? And we got comfortable because a lot of our jobs said we could work at home, sit on our asses. Yay, make comfortable. Run to our kitchen. We're in our pajamas still. What? No. Guys, during the tryingest times, and I know it's hard, and when we have kids and family, and we're supposed to be doing the things we're supposed to be doing, but now we're at home, how do we do this, and how do we pick our time? It's just learning life in a different way all over again. So a lot of us had to learn quickly, pushed ourselves into it, and a lot of us fell into a rut. I'm not saying it's okay, but it's okay not to understand, but it's also important to recognize the fact what has happened, because a lot of us just stayed there and we lost a lot of you That used to be so wickedly freaking motivating, right? You guys are creative. You guys are individuals. You guys are human beings. You're beautiful. You're fun. People love you. And we need you to come back, right? So here's an exercise I'd like you to practice because we're jumping into this world and you just don't stop, guys, no matter what's in front of you. If there's a brick wall, you figure out how to go through that brick wall, right? So with the fear of aging, and that's with anybody, especially I am seeing, now that I'm doing more research for my podcast, I'm seeing more fear of aging in our 20 and 30-year-olds than I am in our older class of people. I am seeing more surgeries, more injections, more filters. What the hell is going on? Oh, what happens with all this crap in our body? Now, I am not. I had fake boobs. I had fake boobs. Got rid of them. Do not define me. I am much happier without them. Oh my God. Why do I need big tits? Why? I don't know. I liked them. There were, many reasons. At the time, they were fun. I mean, I'm 5'10" girl, tall, lean, muscular, no boobs. It was funny. Not to see a girl without boobs, but I thought, not anymore. I am confident, I am strong, and I'm sexy as fuck without them. And I tell you, I have even received Botox. Like, why? Why can't I accept myself without a little Botox? Because we don't want all those extra lines and wrinkles and whatnot, right? So we think. Well, I haven't had Botox in years, guys. Years. And I got Botox one time right before a WrestleMania, so I wouldn't be judged and, thinking, hey, maybe, no. All that shit's going to do a number on our body as well. Trust me, it does. And I don't know what the outcome, because I've never seen so much filters and fillers and Botox and fake stuff in my life. And I'm not knocking the women or men that choose to do it. This is my own personal choice. Because I can say all this because I did it, lived it, chose not to. And I can see the effect that it has. I can proudly walk and just walk the talk or talk the walk. You know what I'm saying? Been there, done that. It's not pretty. As you get older and you're stuck with some of these implants in your face or in your body or whatever, and the outcome afterwards, let me tell you, there are horror stories. But besides that, enjoy it while you have it and have fun. But remember, you're beautiful who and what you are beforehand, okay? And the key is you are what you eat. And you are what you choose to do and with your environment and your people, period. So let's go. So what's the key? You need to keep moving. And that means everything, physically and mentally. So most of what we think of age-related decline is usually caused by sedentary living. That's what I said before, right at the beginning. So it's not the number of birthdays we've celebrated. It's the sitting around that causes our bodies to feel old and stiff and just they're swollen and our minds are sluggish and all that foggy and I can't remember this. Where the hell are my keys, right? To be at our best with age, any age, we need to move more often. Move around, people. Move around. That don't mean just from the couch to the kitchen to get more effing donuts. Man, let me tell you, my husband was a master. During this whole COVID, he created our own CrossFit at our house. Using with the stuff we had around. I had my own gym in the garage, but our garage is so full right now we can't get to any of it. So we brought some of it out. So I have ropes, if you know what ropes are. So, and we have these hand squeezy things to keep your hands strong. You squeeze them. They're like, the tension squeeze. And so you grab the squeezies, you run down the driveway, you run back, but first you start the timer. And you time yourself on each round and watch yourself get better. Once you get to that peak point, then you add another round to the whole CrossFit. And so my husband, at almost 60 years old, went out there and made a CrossFit track. People, I was so freaking impressed. I wanted to just say, come on, baby, let's go have some happy sex. That shit turns me on. That was incredible. That was so good. So we do the tensions, run up and down the driveway, come back. We do a set of dumbbells and do shoulders. And then you can do biceps if you choose. Then you run all the way down to the barn and you do sledgehammer. You do sledgehammer on each side. And then we have this huge, big ass, like monster truck tire. He put a big, heavy chain around it with one of those floaty pool tube things around the chain so we can step into the circle thing and put it around our waist. We drag it up a tar-filled, rock-filled driveway on a incline. Pull that all the way up, pull it all the way down, and then we run up. He decides to, he runs up. I do leg lifts and I do squats all the way back up to the driveway. Then I do the ropes, and then I do push-ups, and then I do biceps, and then, and then that's one round. And then I look at my timer, and if I hit my peak, I go ahead and do another round. That's how exciting. That's what it's like to move around. I'm not saying you all have to go out and do CrossFit. I'm just saying you do you, but keep moving. Okay. So personally, I know how hard it can be to go from being inactive to exercising regularly. So when this hit, guys, I know you don't know much about me, but it's kind of like, when this weird thing in our life hit, and they're calling it a pandemic, everything hit my life. I started menopause, the damn pandemic started. About 3 years ago, I had a total knee replacement, and not working. And oh my God, right? So you thought oh my God, there's a whole, not just a midlife freaking health crisis. There's everything. And I discovered that my physical inactivity was contributing to my illness. Your stress, your level, what you read, what you choose to read affects you. What you look at your social media affects you. And it has some psychological choices in your brain, and it puts it in the back. And you don't realize that. But lately, if anybody's listening, I hope you don't get mad, but I took a lot of people off of my personal Facebook page if I haven't spoke to you, at least in the last 5 years. If I haven't seen you in 5 years or spoke to you, and you don't even hit me up on a DM, you're my friend in passing, and if I ever see you, we're going to be cordial, hang out, have a good time. But I did social media cleaning, I did health cleaning, and I did a good look at myself and what was important and what was not, right? So I just figured that was contributing to this illness that I was feeling. But it was, of course, a lot of hormonal with menopause, trying to figure that out. What is this pussy gut happening? Why am I getting this bloatation? Oh, my God, I'm falling apart. Oh, honey, oh shit, right? What am I going to do? I was becoming a couch potato because life was upside down. And I started eating some potato chips, which I hardly ever do. And I started drinking a few more beers, which I don't even do, right? So I noticed my life changing, and I was like, this is not me. This is not healthy. I'm not sleeping. Of course, there was a lot of stress, worry, uncertainty in our lives. We were just really questioning a lot of things.